Hello and welcome to Brimwood Farm. Well, if you saw the last video, you know that I was coming to the end of my tether when it came to the weather and the amount of rain. Now, though we still do have rain and then we still do have mud, this week has been all about babies. There is nothing quite like a few little wriggly squiggly babies to make you smile. And also the sun has come out today. There are blue skies, and so it does really feel like we might have turned a corner. So let me take you back to last Tuesday evening. It was Demi's due date, and she's probably at my best Norfolk Cornu. And she went into labour. I'm always nervous when it comes to lambing. It's the unknown. You don't know if it's going to be all right. And I'm always especially nervous with the first one because it really starts the season. If you get a horrible first lambing, it can really make you worried for the rest of it. Luckily, this one was great. As soon as I see those two little feet and that nose coming in, it's in the right position and mum's doing good, I always breathe a sigh of relief. And Demi did a great job. She pushed out this ram lamb. I'm surprised it was only a single because she was quite large, and it's making me reassess how many lambs there might be, because a lot of the sheep that I thought, oh, you've definitely got twins, I'm wondering whether they've just got larger singles inside them. But she did the job all herself. I only just had to pull him out the last little bit and swing him round to her so she could start licking him off. And I love when lambs are born in the main pen, because I do find if you watch the sheep, you're not a window, Lola. They all come across and have a sniff. It's like a little welcoming party. I find it especially funny with ewe lambs that haven't seen it before, because they kind of come across and are like, what the hell is that? And then it moves and they jump away, and it's lovely. I love that whole aspect of the lambing. And so it's a little ram lamb, first of the season, really good size, came out really well, was up on his feet. Demi's got loads of milk and he is doing fantastic. Now, at the same time as Demi going into labour, Hyacinth, our pregnant sow, was going absolutely mental in her pen. And when I say mental, I mean she was being a complete vandal and trying to tear her pen apart. And this, I think, was because she had the hormonal urge to nest. She was desperately trying to nest. Now, the slight problem we had, as you saw from the previous video, was the barn flooded. And so with all her chaotic moving around and crashing into things and rustling everything up with her nose, she turned her pen to complete mud. I was trying to sleep. All I could hear was her banging, and I ended up having to get up at 4 a.m, go out, muck her out, and re-straw the entire pen down because she wouldn't settle and she had turned it into a swamp. And why don't you just lie down and chill out? Chill out, darling. Now, as soon as I did that, she did actually then settle down, and I came in the morning about 7:30, and this is how I found her. She's obviously preparing to have her piglets, and she did. And over the next couple of hours, she had 7 lovely little squigglers, 4 girls and 3 boys. Again, all super healthy, happy, no apparent runt. And they are doing fantastic. And this is where we are today, and I've been very, very stupid in not thinking about where the piglets would go. Because they're here. Hello, little squigglers. Should you really be running around out here? And it's because, obviously, the cattle panels had these huge, great holes. So I'm going to have to mesh along the bottom of these because Hyacinth only has one piglet with her. What are you not doing? I don't think you should be here. Oh. I know. I don't think you should be over here. Shouldn't you go back to your mummy? And meanwhile, we have only had Demi lamb so far. So here is Demi. Hello, my love. And her lovely little ram lamb. We're going to get you up. Come on. Good boy. Nice big stretch. But he's doing really great. So I have to say, of all the babies, everybody's made it. Everybody's doing really well. And of course, we're now waiting for all of these girls to go into labour and have even more lambs. And then to top everything off, as so often happens here, I got excited in end of January, February and put on the incubator. And I sat down the other night and heard a cheeping. I thought, really? Is 3 weeks gone past already? Yes, it had. Because a tiny little silky chick had hatched out. It's the only one so far. Don't fall off. But it's super cute. And I don't know about you, but the coming of lambs and piglets always signals February-ish to me. But the coming of chicks signals spring. It's amazing what some sunshine and a few babies can do for the soul. It is still super, super muddy. A lot of drying out is required. But it does feel like we're getting there now. There are bulbs coming up. The first crops in the market garden are beginning to establish themselves. And the polytunnel is beautifully warm and there is so much coming on in the way of seeds. I've been pricking out some of the parsley and putting them into little pots. Actually, that's a weed. Look, there's a weed. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Can I do it one-handed? Yes, I can. Yay! Because in the summer, I'm running a 4-day summer solstice event. And one of the celebrations that you do at the solstice is you give and share pots of herbs. So I thought, wouldn't it be nice for those ticket holders that are coming to the event to be able to have a pot of herbs? So I'm going to pick out, I've got thousands of them all over the polytunnel. All of this are parsley. So I thought that would be a nice way to use a lot of it rather than throw it away, would be to pot it up and gift it to the people coming to the event. And also, while we're here, look at the peas. Look at the peas. They're just slightly ridiculous. I'm really happy to see them romping away. We've also got the first flowers on a few. And then the lettuces are doing great as well. So spring might not quite be here, but she ain't far off. She ain't far off. And soon, and I will keep you updated on Instagram, but soon there will be many more lambs. Actually, I'm just thinking there should be ducklings hatching out in the next couple of weeks. And I think the farm and my spirit has turned a little bit of a corner from that awful, awful weather.